It's January 20th, and this reading is for Gemini. The cards are pointing to something specific. Eight of Swords, reversed. I'm seeing a real push here, like you're on the edge of stepping out from a trap you didn't even realize you built around yourself. The Eight of Swords, reversed, yells freedom but also whispers fear. You want out, but there's that voice holding you back, telling you the cost might be too high. Look, this card is all about those mental chains you've been carrying. You locked yourself in with stories about what you can't do or shouldn't do. Maybe you dodged tough talks. Maybe you stuck around people or places that drain you because the unknown felt scarier. The Eight of Swords reversed is saying, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to be quiet about what you need. You can move. But you're not quite ready yet, right? That tension is loud. I'm seeing you caught between craving liberation and fearing what you'll lose if you break free. You want to say yes to new perspectives, but you're clutching onto old narratives like a lifeline. This card demands you challenge them. Look at them hard. Ask, whose voice is this? Is it yours or someone else's? I'm not saying leap blindly. This energy asks you to be brave enough to face the discomfort of change. Avoiding it means more stuckness. You might dodge that difficult conversation again, or stay silent about your needs. You're capable of release, but only if you stop resisting. Here's a twist. Sometimes the fear of the unknown feels safer than the pain of breaking habits. You cling to what's familiar, even when it hurts. That's the trap. It's not about external chains. It's about the ones you built inside your head. Real freedom starts when you stop feeding those fears. I'm seeing a window opening, but you have to lean into it. This card is nudging you to recognize your own power. You hold the key. Not some external force, not luck or timing. You. Own your freedom by refusing to stay stuck in toxic loops. Say no to comfort zones that suffocate you. That nagging feeling that you're capable of more. It's a call to action. Stop pretending you don't see the bars. Stop pretending you can't change the narrative. You can, and you will. Here's what you do. Speak your truth, even if it shakes the ground. Take small steps toward what scares you. Question those limiting beliefs every time they creep up. Don't ignore the signs that tell you to move on. That's how you reclaim your power. That's how you rewrite your story. I'm seeing a crack in the walls you built. It's not a collapse yet, but it's enough light to see a way out. It's a fight between your desire for freedom and your fear of the unknown. You're right in the middle of it. So here's the truth. Staying stuck is the real cost. Holding on to old fears and comfort zones, they're the chains. The fear of change, that's the real trap. The power is in moving forward, not standing still. Don't waste more time in self-imposed prisons. The path to liberation starts with one brave step. You have it in you. The question is, will you take it? Three of Swords. This card slaps you with raw heartbreak and emotional pain. I'm seeing the weight of grief sitting heavy on your chest. It's not just sadness. It's replaying the same wound in your mind again and again. The Three of Swords demands you face that pain head on. Don't shove it down or pretend it's not there. You bottled it up too long. That only makes the hurt fester. Stop avoiding the truth. You owe yourself the honesty to feel it fully. Let the tears out. Cry if you have to. Talk it through with someone who gets it. Isolation will only deepen the ache. You might be tempted to clutch onto grudges or replay every hurtful word like a broken record. That's a trap. You're stuck on the sidelines, a victim of your own sorrow. It's okay to be angry, but don't let it poison you. It's time for emotional healing, not emotional imprisonment. Here's the kicker. Healing doesn't mean forgetting or pretending it didn't happen. It means acknowledging that wound as part of your story. It's okay to grieve. You can't build new strength without clearing out the old pain. I'm seeing that you've been avoiding this vulnerability, scared it will break you more. Actually, no. You won't break. You'll rebuild. You're probably replaying the hurt in your mind because you want to understand why it happened. That's natural. But don't get stuck there. When do you step out of victimhood and reclaim your power? The answer is now. Don't do this alone. Reach out. You might feel like a burden, but trust me, you're not. Real strength comes from sharing your wounds, letting someone in. You might be surprised how much lighter you feel just by speaking your truth. Remember that earlier tension, the fear of change, the mental barriers. You thought locking up your heart meant safety. It didn't. It meant pain trapped inside, waiting to burst out. So here's the challenge. Unlock that heart. Let the pain breathe. Feel the grief. Then take one small step toward healing. It could be a conversation, journaling, or simply sitting quietly with your feelings. Don't rush it. Healing isn't a race. It's messy and slow. You're not fine yet, and that's okay. It's the first step toward real freedom. You knew that tension earlier, the tug between staying stuck and moving forward. You choose which way to go. Let go of grudges. Stop replaying the pain. Reach out for support. Let yourself grieve. That's the path out of heartbreak. This chapter closes only when you stop running from your own sorrow and start embracing the hard work of healing. You're stronger than the pain. Don't bottle it up. Don't isolate. Face the hurt. Feel it fully. Then begin the slow, brave climb back to peace. Death, reversed. I'm seeing you stuck, like you're clutching the past so hard you can't even hear the wind of change coming at you. The death, reversed, is screaming resistance, holding on tight, afraid to let go. This card is about stagnation, pure and simple. You're not moving forward because you're terrified of what's on the other side. It's like you're gripping a crumbling bridge, refusing to jump into the unknown river below. But that river is exactly what you need. The death reversed warns that staying put only digs you deeper into the same hole. You're avoiding endings that hurt, but those endings are the doorway to something new. I know it's scary. Letting go feels like losing a part of yourself. But actually, no, you're not losing anything. You're shedding what's dead. This card pushes you to embrace that transformation. Stop pretending the past is safe. It's not. That comfort zone? It's a trap dressed in familiarity. I'm seeing real fear here. Fear of change, fear of pain, fear of the unknown. But what's worse is the cost of that fear. You stay stuck in old roles, old relationships, old stories that don't serve you anymore. It's time to shake off the rust and open your fists. You can't grow if you're still holding on to what's falling apart. Look at your behavior. Are you staying in dead-end situations, avoiding hard conversations, holding grudges, or clinging to outdated beliefs? That's the resistance this card highlights. You're not just afraid of change, you're actively blocking it. This card says, stop that. Move forward. The old chapter is over. Here's the tough love part. You have to feel the loss. You have to allow the grief. Pretending everything's fine won't work. Denying the necessary endings only guarantees the cycle repeats. You know the script. Break it. I'm seeing the tension inside you. The part that wants freedom but freezes when it's time to act. The question is, will you surrender? Will you let the past go and welcome the new? Because the door is there. It's just waiting for you to step through. Don't cling, don't resist. That's the trap. Instead, take a breath. Let go of what's dead. Open your hands. Transformation isn't optional, it's necessary. You can't stay the same and expect a different life. This card is a mirror showing what you refuse to see, the power in endings. So what's next? Embrace change, even if it scares you. Say goodbye to the comfort of the familiar and step into the unknown. You might stumble, you might fall, but you'll also rise. Don't pay it any longer. Remember, you're not losing yourself, you're becoming yourself. Let go, let change in. It's time to live it. 9 of Cups. This card is screaming emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. You've reached a point where you can finally taste contentment. Don't rush past it. This is your moment to sit with gratitude, to celebrate what you've earned, not just the big wins, but the small ones too. The 9 of Cups is reminding you to truly enjoy the present. You've done the hard work of letting go, of releasing what no longer serves you. Now, it's time to honor that release by appreciating how far you've come. Put your phone down. Look around. What's working? Who made you smile today? You're allowed to feel joy without guilt. I'm seeing a shift here. This moment is a turning point. You knew the resistance to change was real. You battled the urge to cling to old stories. This card warns against complacency. Don't settle into comfort and ignore the path ahead. You're content, yes, but this isn't the end of the journey. Celebrate your wins, but keep moving forward. Tell the people who helped you, write it down, let it sink in deep. Gratitude is fuel for transformation. It flips your energy from scarcity to abundance. But hold on, there's a catch. Just because you feel good doesn't mean you get to numb out or lose focus. No ignoring future goals. Don't let this joy become an excuse to stop growing. You're in a sweet spot, but the path ahead requires presence. Enjoy the pleasures of life, yes, but with eyes wide open. It's about embracing it fully, feeling joy even while you build the next chapter, feeling gratitude even as you prepare to release more old baggage. So, what needs to be released now? Maybe you downplay your wins. Maybe you think you don't deserve this happiness. You earned every bit of this. Own your joy, your satisfaction, your growth. I'm seeing you hold a glass of something sparkling, maybe champagne or just water with lemon. You're toasting to the future and the past at once. This is your moment of clarity. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You don't have to wait for some far-off someday to feel good. Don't wait for the future to look perfect to celebrate now. Start here. Start small. Celebrate what you have today. That's how you build momentum. That's how you keep clearing out what weighs you down. Maybe it's a journal entry. Maybe it's a moment of silence before bed. Maybe it's sharing your wins with a friend. Whatever it is, make it real. Make it habitual. It spreads satisfaction like wildfire. But remember the pitfall, complacency. It's about savoring. It's about using satisfaction as a springboard, not a stopping point. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your feet firmly planted in gratitude. You've done the work to confront your fears of change. You faced heartbreak and refused stagnation. Don't rush past it. Drink it in. Taste it. Celebrate it fiercely. Your turning point is here. Clear what no longer serves. Embrace what fills you up. The future needs your full heart. Don't hold back. 9 of Wands. This card is all about standing your ground. I'm seeing you right now. Shoulders squared, eyes sharp, ready to defend what you've built. This moment feels like a turning point where you finally see what needs to be left behind. The 9 of Wands calls for resilience and courage. You've been pushing through challenges, maybe even doubting if you have more to give. But here's the thing. Giving up is not an option. Not now. Your strength isn't about brute force. It's about persistence. Keep your boundaries firm. Protect your energy. Don't let anyone or anything drain what's left in your tank. Don't confuse defense with shutting down. This card warns against becoming too defensive or closed off. Don't build walls so high that you forget why you're standing guard in the first place. There's a line between protecting yourself and isolating yourself. You need to stay alert, but also open enough to recognize when it's time to step back. You're standing firm in your beliefs, but also learning when to cut losses. You see the patterns that no longer serve you. That clarity is the gift here. It's like the fog is lifting and you realize which battles are worth your time. Let go of the rest. This is your moment to release what's heavy, without losing your edge. Persistence has brought you this far. Now it's about smart endurance. Listen to your limits. Don't burn out trying to prove something to people who don't matter. You can't pour from an empty cup. You've been tested, no doubt, but your courage is your anchor. That stubborn streak? Use it wisely. Stand firm, yes, but also pick and choose your battles. Defend what's truly important. Recognize when the fight is draining you more than it's helping you grow. That's part of your clarity. That's the turning point you needed. Earlier, you faced fears about change, heartbreak, and letting go. It's not just about holding on. It's about knowing what deserves your fight. You're not in this to lose energy on ghosts or old stories. You're in this to win your peace. Don't ignore the signs your body and mind give you. You can be determined without being reckless. Sometimes standing your ground means saying no, walking away, or simply resting. This card is a wake-up call to protect your boundaries fiercely. Remember, resilience isn't endless. It's measured by how well you defend your space, your time, and your heart. You're tougher than you think. You just need to be smart about how you use that toughness. So, what needs to be released? What old wounds or worn-out defenses are just weighing you down? Clarity comes when you stop fighting shadows and start focusing on your real battles. Stand firm, yes, but also stand free. That's your power. All right, Gemini, here we go. Wrapping this up with the final layer. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords reverse shining bright here. This card screams freedom. It's about breaking out of those mental prisons you built yourself. They're not real. They're just stories you keep telling yourself. So, step 1, challenge those beliefs. Don't just sit there playing victim to your own mind games. That release, it's waiting on the other side of discomfort. You've avoided the pattern you spotted but didn't name earlier, but the path forward demands you face it head on. Now, hold on. The Three of Swords is still lingering. Yeah, it hurts. Emotional pain, heartbreak, grief. But here's the deal. You can't heal if you keep stuffing that pain down or acting like it's not there. You replay those scenes on loop, right? Stop. Own the hurt. Cry it out. Talk to someone. Don't isolate yourself. You're stronger than your wounds, but only if you stop running from them. Healing is the groundwork for real change, not some fluffy idea. So this chapter is about embracing that grief as fuel, not as a trap. But wait, there's death, reversed. And yep, this card's shouting about your resistance to transformation. You're clinging to old stories, old safety nets, even if they're broken. That stagnation, it's choking your growth. I get it, change is scary. But you can't keep holding on to what's dead. The real power here is in letting go. Stop spinning your wheels in the past. You don't have to be perfect at this. Just start moving. The longer you resist, the longer you stay stuck. So flip the script on that fear. Change is your gateway, not your enemy. Now flip to the Nine of Cups. Finally, some joy and satisfaction. Nine of Cups is your emotional win. It's telling you to celebrate the small victories. The days you showed up, the moments you chose yourself. Gratitude isn't just a buzzword here. It's your secret weapon to keep building momentum. But don't get lazy. Don't rest too long on these wins. Keep your eyes on what's next. It's about balance. Enjoy the now, but keep leveling up. You deserve that contentment, but it's not a finish line. More like a pit stop. It's your resilience badge. You've been through battles, right? Maybe some bruises, maybe some scars. Don't lower your defenses too soon. Protect your energy. Push forward, but know your limits. Burnout is real, so guard your boundaries like a pro. You're not just fighting external stuff, you're defending your peace. That's crucial. So keep your guard up, but don't build walls so high you can't breathe. Now, the Two of Swords is sitting here, stuck in indecision. You're at a crossroads, and it feels like paralysis. Don't rush this. Weigh your options. Listen to your gut. Avoiding the choice only drags you deeper into the stalemate. You've been procrastinating, maybe even dodging conflict. But the truth? Remember when clarity felt uncomfortable earlier? You've got to decide. Clarity comes with action, not avoidance. So face the tension. Balance isn't about sitting still. It's about moving deliberately. This card screams misuse of power. Maybe you've been cold, rigid, or manipulative towards yourself or others. Words as weapons, harsh judgments, or abuse of authority. The truth cuts deep but sets you free. Use your power wisely. Be fair, not controlling. If you catch yourself slipping into that cold detachment or rigid thinking, stop. Reset. This is about integrity and how you communicate and lead your own life. Put it all together? The work you've been avoiding, the shadow stuff, the pain, the change, is exactly what sets you free. You don't get liberation without wrestling those inner demons. You don't get healing without feeling the heartbreak. You don't grow without letting go. And you don't find peace without standing firm and making tough choices. So here's your call to action. Lean into the discomfort. Face the grief. Let go of what's dead. Celebrate your wins, but keep moving. Protect your boundaries, make the decisions you're dodging, and wield your power with truth and fairness. This is your moment, Gemini. The chains are in your hands. Break them. The new chapter is waiting. Don't wait any longer. All right, that's what I've got. Like and subscribe if this was for you. I'll catch you soon.